Pennsylvania Democrat Senator John Fetterman joins me. Good evening, sir. And I don't know what's going to happen with these negotiations, but I'll tell you one thing. We're never going to hear, and neither is Israel, from Hamas. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, one thing that you're not going to see is a lot of these protesters that have been doing that for the last 2 years. They're not protesting to demand Hamas to accept that peace deal. And I mean, I've watched that video. I've seen that video and those imagery. I've actually visited all those sites and saw that, and they filmed it. They filmed that, and that kind of evil and that kind of cruelty, the things they've done, children, they've raped, women, executed civilians like that. You really just have to burn that kind of evil off the face of the earth. Now, it's like, who does those kind of things, and let alone films those, and they're proud of it and for those things. So you can't negotiate with it, and that's why it's entirely appropriate to destroy Hamas and kill all of the leadership that were responsible for it, as they've done.
I think, I've seen the same video. I've walked the same place. So you have a different time. And I think that's why you and I are in so much agreement. We're 100% in agreement on this, because I think any decent human being seeing what we saw and watching that tape, I do not see how anyone could possibly have a different view on this.
No, I mean, that should be mandatory to watch that. If you're going to protest and for pro-Hamas or these kind of things, watch that video, and you really can take in and see exactly who you are actually advocating and the kinds of people that they really are. I've actually walked through these, and I had the honor of meeting Noah, that iconic clip of she being pulled away from Nova, and so those are the true heroes. I don't know how all these hostages are able to survive. They have been underground now for 2 years, tortured, beaten, and even forced to dig their own graves. And a lot of the media has normalized this kinds of thing. I'll never understand how we all can't just be very clear. We're going to stand firmly with Israel's side, and all of the trauma in Gaza could have ended at any time for Hamas to surrender, send all of them home, and there'd be an opportunity for real peace. But they refuse to do that, because it is nothing more than a death cult. And now it's just the point. That's why you have to destroy it.
Well, the thing is that everyone, the people are protesting, say they're some of them is, although a lot of them are not, but for Palestinians. And I just don't think I think a lot of people have forgotten things. For instance, I did a little research today, because UNRWA, which is the organization the United States has been funding through the United Nations since the late 40s, is that at least 12 UNRWA staff had direct involvement in the Oct.7th attacks. That's what we financed to try to help feed these people who were living in squalor. There was at least there was another hostage held nearly 50 days in the attic of an UNRWA teacher's home, who also had a father of 10. And the family was getting fed while this hostage was being starved. There was another one who was held. She was detained in multiple UNRWA facilities in Gaza. She was shot, denied medical care, and it goes on and on. I mean, there were Hamas may have been the starters on this, but there were a lot of sympathizers of Palestinians, and a lot of them were actually helping.
Oh, of course. I mean, and now you brought up the UN. The UN has just become incredibly anti-Israel throughout all this. It's just crazy. Absolutely. And now look at a lot of the media outlets as well too, and the way they describe these kind of circumstances. And now again, I can't imagine why we could support this and not just call this exactly what this is. And now. Here we are. We have the first opportunity for real peace and this comprehensive peace plan. And now, as a Democrat, I absolutely support that and actually celebrate that, because here we could actually have a peace. I mean, whether that comes from the current president, just because it's a different party, I'm going to follow Israel. And now this is the first opportunity for real peace and to send all those poor souls home after being held underground for 2 years.
And of course, the poor souls are coming home. Those are the ones from October 7th. Is in order to get them home, Israel's got to release hundreds and hundreds of Palestinian who have been doing unthinkable things. They've had civil trials for murder. One killed 5 people. I mean, they are releasing very terrible people to get those people home.
It's disgusting that Israel is forced to do that. I mean, literally, they are proud, and they killed innocent civilians. But I do hope Israel never forgets, and I hope they take them out at some point as they continue to. So I don't think they ever forget, and they ever forgive what they've done against innocent civilians.
Well, I hope that nobody forgets, and I hope some people even learn about what happened before they hit the streets protesting. Senator John Fetterman, thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me. I mean, it's a very sad day, but I'm very proud to remain firmly on the side of Israel.
Well, you know why I call you up? I mean, you know why I want you on the show is because, I know that because you've seen it, and you have a very powerful position and a very strong voice. So thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me here.
People think news just happens. It doesn't. It happens because there's someone there to capture the moment, to explain it and share it. That's my job. I go where news breaks and give you the facts. Join me for The Record on Newsmax.